F the cat, F baseball, F Austin Butler, F the key, F Aronofsky, and most importantly, F me for thinking this was going to be good. There is a reason this ilk of movies has died off. They don't contribute to culture. They're just here to sell shit.
Hey everybody, welcome to episode 77 of FND POD. My name's Vinny, and I'm here with...
And my name's Aaron.
And today we're talking about another movies, believe it or not.
It's movie time.
We saw Caught Stealing.
By a director known as...
Darren. Caught Stealing, more like caught feeling myself in the theater. During that one scene with Austin Butler and Zoe Kravitz.
So hot.
Dude, I was full on.
Were you masturbating?
I was full on, dude. Yeah, dude. And I looked around. I was pulling my pants down, and I'm looking around like nobody else. Oh, I'm gonna be the weirdo here.
Okay.
I think it's an insult to the chemistry we're seeing on screen that we're not, touching ourselves in the movie theater right now.
Could you argue it's like, if you didn't get rock hard during the scene, then like it didn't work, right? Is that the director's goal?
I think that would be a failure.
Audience members got to be.
That'd be a failure on Dofsky's part,
dude. In case anybody doesn't know, Dofsky's. I should actually post that. I think it'd be. Good timing to post that short.
We already posted it.
Oh, we did?
Yeah.
Okay.
Why do we call him Dofsky, Aaron?
It's a perfect combination of the name. In fact, I don't know why his friends wouldn't call him that.
Well, we did a sketch a long time ago because when we were back in art school and Darren Aronofsky was with the indie darling. I don't know if you'd actually call him that.
I guess this was probably right after Black Swan.
It wasn't because we said, and Black Swan didn't win Best Picture.
Yep.
And by this point, he had made Pi, which was like, you haven't seen Pi? Do you even go to film school? Do you even go? Do you even go here?
Cinema?
Requiem for a Dream. You haven't seen it? Do you even fucking go here? And so,
have you heard of it?
It was like it was like hipsters. Hipsters loved Darren Aronofsky. And it's such a fun name to say.
I actually love that was the case because this movie is such a departure from that, which we'll get into.
Yeah.
But it's not very, would you say, on brand for him?
It's not. And before we get into it, we're going to do something a little different.
We're got a special little segment.
We're going to add a segment. We're calling it after our time at Columbia College, there was a thing called Cinema Slapdown where two people would have watched a film and one would say this film sucked and the other one said this film was great. So we're sort of doing that, but we're going to do two movies. Aaron and I have each selected a film that is genre adjacent to the film that we're discussing. So
we're going to pit them against each other. I think I just want to see, I just want people to comment.
Yeah, we want you.
What they think.
We're trying to drive engagement.
Oh God!
We're trying to drive engagement and goal-oriented solutions to help the world sleep better at night.
All right, so the gist of this is that we don't know each other's movies.
I have a feeling we picked the same movie.
Similar to Caught Stealing. No, I don't think we did.
I think we did.
But that'd be a great first bit of this. All right, I'll go first.
Let's say them at the same time.
In the world okay. In the world of crime, thriller, maybe a little action film, my film is Nightcrawler.
Big Lebowski.
Oh, all right.
What did you say? Nightcrawler?
Nightcrawler.
Okay.
Here's my pitch.
Okay.
From Dan Gilroy. Jake Gyllenhaal delivers.
Wait, hold on. First off, what is the criteria? Are we saying we've just established we picked films sort of like this movie, but we're not
saying take it or leave it. You got to choose one. This is like the brackets, except we're not doing a bunch of brackets. It's just two. They're doing a face-off.
Okay.
Which remains on top. Okay?
Okay.
And that's actually hard. It's actually harder because I didn't know what you were going to choose. So Big Lebowski is...
You kind of can't. You kind of don't win.
It's tough. But, dude, I really, really like Nightcrawler.
I do
Nightcrawler
too.
was probably one of my favorite films of the last 10, 15 years.
I also really love that movie. But
Well,
okay, so yeah, Big Lebowski. You know, it's a noir where a guy gets, much like Austin Butler's character Hank, gets dropped into a whole world that he wasn't ready for, and he's too nice, and he's got to adapt to hanging out with some pretty serious characters. There's violence, there's threat of violence, there's intrigue, there's sort of a winding story. You don't really know where it's going. Things are being explained along the way.
there's kind of a the movie The Big Lebowski never gets as dark as Caught Stealing. We'll talk about that, but like there definitely was like
It's way more fun.
way more fun, way more comedic.
Yeah.
Nightcrawler had some dark comedy in it, I think. Intentional,
Mostly just dark, though.
but it was pretty dark.
Yeah.
As you would just kind of laugh at how twisted Jake Gyllenhaal's character is as he's vying for, like the top spot at this this news station. And this news, I like Nightcrawler because it hits on a lot of themes that we're still dealing with today, like how the media will, what's the saying? If it bleeds, it leads. Just put up your best, most violent narratives. Sensationalize all the violance and drive a wedge in
But
people.
now you just got a whole true crime, a true crime a genre of everything, podcasts, movies, books that people happily dive into. It's not even like this is a problem anymore. It's people.
I think I've probably said this on a previous episode, is that like I think that's why I like fictionalized violence, because there's already plenty of.
You don't like real violence?
No, I just think there's like plenty of real life sick and twisted stuff going on that like I don't. If I'm going to have the imaginings going on of something terrible like that happening, I'm just like I take comfort in like, oh, this wasn't real. This was made up.
Yeah.
But yeah, you're right. It's exploding. All right, we've got off on a little tangent here, but I think the bottom line is pick your favorites. Comment. Big Lebowski.
One has to stay, one has to go. And Aaron, I'm sorry, but there's no way there's no way you're going to kick the Big Lebowski out of the American cinema oeuvre.
I'm going to say there's a lot of Coen Brothers fanboys out there. I might even be one of them that would hate to see the Big Lebowski go, but I think that you have to recognize Nightcrawler as the absolute epic that it was for the time and still is, and I think it'll hold true the longer that America swirls around the toilet drain and flushes down into the poopy water.
Well, you know what the Big Lebowski has that Nightcrawler doesn't have is it has had time to sit and marinate and be enjoyed by a great many people.
Yeah, because if anybody remembers, which you might not, it was not a big hit when it came out.
I didn't know that, actually.
Yeah, the Big Lebowski kind of came out with a big wet fart when it hit theaters, and it wasn't until after that people were like, "Damn, this movie's pretty good," and then it picked up a huge cult following.
I wonder why that is. So maybe
Marketing
I wonder if we should
could have been a lot of things.
I wonder if we should do this next time where we pick a movie. We have to also pick a movie from the same year.
Yeah, that could be it too.
That could be it.
We're gonna find it.
Yeah, we're figuring this out as we go. So yeah, my film's better than yours, Aaron. Fuck you and your movie, dude. I win. The people.
I'm gonna say not.
I'm gonna say so. I'm gonna say if people had to choose between one or the other, they're gonna pick mine. Because the Big Lebowski is, you got so many great one-liners in there. The dude is an iconic character. You don't see a Jake Gyllenhaal Nightcrawler character on Halloween. No, you see dudes. You see people dressed as dudes.
Actually, you might see,
and it comes with a drink. No, there's nothing iconic about that character. He's just a sleazeball.
What?
What are you talking about? What does he wear? What does he wear in the movie?
He's got his like blade. What are you talking about? His shades. That's like the whole poster is like
his shades. Okay,
his
the dude wears shades
hair
and a robe. You can't beat the robe.
On.
You can't beat the robe
and a drink.
You can, yeah, it's simple.
You picked the. I think you're crashing out right now because you picked the most obvious fanboy.
Crashing out. Don't use fucking Gen Z terms to describe how I'm doing right now.
Yeah, no, this is such an obvious film school pick from you. You're just like, oh, Big Lebowski, and you tried to pick one that is like, oh, this is such an obvious win for me.
Okay, so I'll try to pick something. Okay, yeah, I'll pick something that is, I guess, harder for me to defend next time. Pick a
dude.
better movie next time, why don't you? I almost
All
picked
right.
Rumble in the Bronx, but then I changed it last minute.
There were so many, though. There's so many. Yeah, we have to fine-tune this. It's a little hard.
Okay, Aaron,
Okay.
what's Caught Stealing even about, dude?
Dude, Caught Stealing takes this new up-and-comer Austin Butler. He's been in everything, which also we'll get into Austin's range, but this kid can act.
He's a
in
star.
my
He's a superstar.
IMO. He is. He is a rising star for sure. So Austin plays Hank Thompson, a washed-up baseball
I'd let
phenom.
him Hank Thompson me.
Yeah. He plays like a washed-up baseball phenom turned bartender whose life spirals into chaos after agreeing to cat sit for his punk neighbor. And, you know, I think that you were dead on. Big Lebowski shares a lot of similarities where it's just like kind of a random guy that gets thrown into a tornado of crime and violence.
In doing a little research around this, I'm seeing a lot of people say, "Oh yeah, the direct inspiration for this was, it was from a book, so it came from the book." But a lot of people were comparing it to After Hours, the Scorsese movie.
Okay. Yes.
And it's been years since I've seen that. I've seen it once, a long time ago. I don't remember. I mean, I guess it's a guy that this like random shit just keeps happening. But if I remember correctly, a lot of it was just it was all very random. It wasn't as like tied together as a story as what was happening in Caught Stealing. It was like a little more kooky. Mm-hmm. I don't know. Maybe if I saw it again, maybe I would go, oh yeah. But based off memory alone, I don't agree with that.
I don't agree.
Looks
Looks like it had an approximate budget of 40 mil. So far, I mean, this is too early to tell. I think it just came out, but I mean, the domestic gross, or whatever it has on here, is like 10 million. I think it'll probably do all right worldwide so far, about 16. Dude, go ahead.
No, you go.
I was just gonna say it was adapted from a book. Have you read the book?
No, I didn't read the book.
That was your homework. You're supposed to read the book so we could compare.
Dude, I woke up this morning hungover. We had to postpone this thing.
Yeah, we were supposed to record a lot earlier.
And you know what? And I pulled a Hank Thompson. I woke up hungover again.
Yeah, dude, after you just had your kidneys out too.
I know, it's quite irresponsible. And I have a cat too. Where's my British neighbor's cat?
You have the
I pretty much am.
Aside from like any sport talent, athletic ability, you're right there.
I disagree with that.
Oh, and also growing up, you did get in a car crash and you killed your best friend.
I don't like to think about it. I drink about it.
Spoilers, by the way. Good Lord.
By the way, if you want to, by the way, Aaron, Charlie Houston, who wrote the book, did you know that the Hank Thompson is a trilogy? The Hank Thompson character has a trilogy of books.
Oh, really? Wait. So, Caught Stealing is obviously the first.
Is the first one. The second one is called Six Bad Things. Would you like me to read the synopsis that shows where there's a clear deviation from the film and the book series?
I would love that.
Henry, call me Hank Thompson, is living off the map in Mexico with a bag full of cash that the Russian mafia wants back and many, many secrets. So when a Russian backpacker shows up in town asking questions, Hank tries to play cool, but he knows the jig is up when the backpacker mentions the money. And then the third one, do you want to hear the synopsis for the third one?
Please.
Third one's called A Dangerous Man. Reluctant hitman Henry Thompson, so clearly he's taken a turn, has fallen on hard times. His grip on life is disintegrating, his pistol hand shaking, his body pinned to his living room couch by painkillers. And I didn't copy and paste the rest of the synopsis because I didn't want to give too much away, even though I've given away plenty. All right.
Fair. We'll spoil the hell out of the movie, but
okay.
If
So
anybody wants to read the books, that's what they're about. Cool.
Let's talk about the fucking. How many? By the way, how many? I went through and I was looking at the all the movies Dofsky's directed, and I realized I still haven't seen The Whale. I still haven't seen freaking. Oh, what was another one he did that was like, what? Oh, like I just had it. Oh my god! Have you seen every Darren Aronofsky film ever made?
I have also not seen The Whale, so I'm a little behind.
Yeah, we're fucking up. Do you remember seeing The Fountain? I feel like I remember seeing The Fountain a long time ago.
Saw The Fountain.
We've both seen, of course, we saw Pie. Oh, I haven't seen Mother. With Jennifer.
He did do that. You're right.
Yeah.
Oh wow. Yeah. No, I haven't either.
Wow, we're so
Wow.
dude. Are we even equipped to handle this conversation?
We're not. I would not blame people if they totally just
Tuned
bombed
off.
off the pod right now.
I mean, no, we're kind of. I don't know. I don't really trust us right now.
I'm kind of ashamed.
If we haven't seen Mother, have you even seen? Oh, he was a producer on White Boy Rick. Really? Oh, these are his producer credits. Show me his director credits. You haven't seen Mother. I haven't seen Noah. The Wrestler.
Noah.
Wrestler.
Oh man, he did Noah. Noah's an interesting movie.
I haven't seen it, but I saw the trailer and I saw.
You saw The Wrestler, right?
I love The Wrestler.
Wrestler is a great film.
You know what's cool about The Wrestler is I'm trying to think, because what was the one that came out with the Zac Efron, his Jaw Efron, where he's the flying wrestling brothers,
Iron Claw.
Iron Claw, and now you got the one with The Rock coming out. So we got this like
Smashing Machine.
We got this like trilogy of like gritty like wrestler movies, like these real. I don't know. I like it's almost become its own genre now that you got 3 of them.
Yeah. I mean, well, there's probably been several, but that man, Mickey Rourke, crushed it. That was a really good film. So we got some Darren Aronofsky catch up to do, but in the meantime, we'll talk caught stealing, if I can remember the fucking title.
All right, do we go into the cast?
Yeah, let's talk cast.
Dude, I like Bad Bunny. I think he's great. I liked him in I liked him in Happy Gilmore 2. I did. I think I don't find him annoying on screen. I think he's fun to watch.
Is that a thing? Genuinely asking. I don't know. Is that like
I could
gripes?
I could see. No, I don't know. I could see people being like, "Oh, look at this pop star acting now," and I could just imagine there's someone out there who's like, he's trying to do too many things. But I genuinely enjoy him on screen.
I genuinely don't. I don't think I can think of any of his music.
Well, yeah. I mean, I think we're a little too old for it.
Yeah, I'm dating myself, but
he's one of the most popular musicians in the world because he has a huge like Latin audience.
Yeah, and no, I know his name and like I know who he is. I just am not familiar with like his work, but I did when we watched Happy Gilmore. Then he popped up, and then this, and I just remember thinking like, especially in Caught Stealing, I thought this guy is good. I thought he was really good.
Oh, I was kind of hoping you said you didn't like him.
No,
I thought he was
really solid. And same with Matt Smith, Zoe Kravitz, always, Liev Schreiber.
I didn't know that was Vincent D'Onofrio.
Yeah, dude.
Frankly, I didn't know who either of the Hasidic brothers were.
Hasidic brothers, Liev Schreiber and Vincent D'Onofrio. D'Onofrio, if anybody doesn't know, played Carl in Men in Black. Just a fucking iconic performance. More.
He plays, if you've never seen The Cell, he plays the villain in The Cell.
Yeah.
You gotta see The Cell. If you've never seen The Cell,
we should do The Cell.
Yeah, that movie's so good.
Yeah. They had a killer cast. Regina King, was really great as Detective Roman.
Yo, was Matt Smith, was he in the Dragon Chronicles? The Dragon King? What's it called? Lord of the Dragons? House of Dragon? Didn't he play the...
I couldn't tell if you were serious or not.
Whatever. Was it?
Yeah, he was in the Dragon Chronicles.
He played the shithead asshole with the blonde.
He's the Targaryen.
Yeah. Oh, that's him.
That's him.
Yeah. Sick.
Yeah. A lot of different hairstyles for that.
Yeah, his hair is very versatile. He's very talented hair.
Talented hair. Yeah, great cast. Nobody really bothered me at all.
Regina King's great.
Loved the Russians. The dude, what did they name him? It was like
Microbe. Yeah, Nikita.
Always smashing things with his head.
I just is it like Nikita Laflashida or something. It's not Lakita Lafem Nikita. He's been in a bunch of stuff, like a lot of Russian. I looked up his credits. He's been in like a lot of Russian TV shows. I think over there he's probably like a serious dramatic actor.
Okay.
I don't know.
Well, they did a really good job. I enjoyed it.
It's like, listen, buddy, you might be a big deal over in Russia, but you come to the American market, we're going to put a birthmark on your face, and you're going to play a hot-headed loose cannon.
But let's be real. That'd be like such a fun role to play.
Yeah,
Other
no.
than what looked like he really did have to smash his head into a bunch of stuff, unless he had a very convincing double.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, he's great.
He was great.
Well, he looks like he was born to smash that dome into things.
It was just it's like a bowling ball.
Yeah, he looks like he has a real thick cranium.
Yeah, just like oh, you, sir, have dense skullitis. It's an inch deeper and stronger than other normal human skulls.
He's like, remember that episode of The Simpsons when Homer started boxing because they realized he had like a thicker skull than the normal man?
No.
Yeah.
Simpsons did it.
Yeah, it was a thing where his head was so thick that like he would beat the other boxers because they would just wear themselves out, like punching him in the head over and over again.
That's great. Yeah, love it. Yeah, everybody was great. I wanted to jump to...
Well, hold on. There was nobody who was not great.
Why? I think that you got somebody in your mind.
I kind of don't.
You don't?
I don't know.
Do you?
I don't know. Like maybe seeing Action Bronson in film, it's like, oh, that's Action Bronson.
I didn't actually realize until the credits rolled.
I like Action Bronson, but in a movie, it's like he's not the character. He is Action Bronson.
Well, couldn't you say that for Bad Bunny?
Maybe because I don't listen to Bad Bunny's music. I actually enjoy Action Bronson's music.
Yeah, so it's like that's very hard to make that.
Yeah.
But you could argue that'd be the case for any famous actor. I mean, you're going to see them in, like, are you not thinking of, Austin Butler in his role in Dune or as Elvis?
Well, hold on. Maybe because I'm used to also seeing Action Bronson in, he did like Fuck That's Delicious, where he's been a host of things. So I normally see him playing himself. I don't ever see him playing a character.
Yeah.
He's always himself. So in a movie, it's like, oh, it's just Action Bronson with a shirt on.
Mm-hmm. I can't think of anybody that didn't bring it.
Okay. That's great.
Yeah.
Why don't you talk about, I see you have a note here about the cat. The cat really brought it, huh?
Oh, yeah.
You want to talk about the cat?
I should probably read it so I get it exactly right. I was watching an interview and Darren Aronofsky said he remarked about how incredible the cat was and the cat trainer were to work with, because everybody that he talked to when he said he was going to make the film warned him, you're going to have to add like 80% more time when you have an animal on set. But Darren Aronofsky said, but this animal could walk to a mark, sit down, and stay there for an hour and a half. He said it was like basically better trained than any human actors.
Yeah.
So, which is super surprising because I would err on the side of what everybody was telling him. So they really lucked out, or they hit the lottery, because I wouldn't, especially if the thing with that cat is there wasn't a lot done in the film that felt like it couldn't be a cutaway of the cat, It's always like somebody's, oh, hey, you got a cat. And then it's, just, oh, yeah, shot, reverse shot. Like, there it is. And it's not like the cat is got to follow the actors in a 10-minute tracking shot or something. It's not.
Yeah, but cats are very particular creatures. I think even to get a cat to sit still.
Even when the cat has to walk out of the door and sit, I understand that's like a lot. That's really good for a cat. So I'm glad. But I think all I'm saying is it could have been a lot more complex. And I would agree that would kind of be a nightmare if you had those complexities in working with an animal on set.
I think
but it's good that they didn't.
I think there was one shot where they CGI'd the cat's face when it hisses at Regina King's character. She goes down to pet him.
Yeah.
And he hisses. That was definitely, I think they CGI'd the cat face.
This might be pure misinformation, because this is you just don't even know.
No, I think I'm pretty sure when it is or isn't CGI. And I don't think that cat did that.
You think you just like a lie detector for film?
I just think that a lot of CGI is not perfect, and that CGI wasn't perfect.
I watched it, and I thought I didn't even for a second in my brain fire that this was not authentic cat behavior or real captured on film material.
Well, comment. Have you seen the film? Comment below. What do you think? Please engage. We need more views on these things. All right, dude. What else, man? Okay. When Dofsky makes a film, Usually,
Dofsky makes a film.
usually there's something there. There's a message. Would you say that this film? Would he have said that this film had a message?
Somebody asked him.
Then what did?
And I'm actually really glad that I found that, because it kind of illuminated for me what I thought was his approach when he was coming into this, which was, I just want to make something really fun. But if I can say it exactly, the interviewer said something along the lines of like, was there a message, like a takeaway from the film? And then I think they jokingly said like, oh, is it don't trust your neighbor? And he's like, no. He said, this really is an attempt by me to make an entertaining film. If there was a message to take away from it, maybe it's based on Hank's character. And no matter how bad things get, you can always, all you can do is keep moving forward. So I kind of like that, because sometimes movies don't have to be big, like thematic. Well, I mean, there were thematic things at play, but like it doesn't have to be some big takeaway where it's like, and this is the moral of the story, you know? I think, as he's saying it, I just wanted to make a fun flick, and that's what I took away from it.
I think most movies aren't like that.
I would agree.
Most movies don't have a message, or if they don't.
Or are you too dim to really get what they're broadcasting?
No, usually they're too shallow to have one. It's like, if you persist, if you love your neighbor, if you just stop doing the thing you're not supposed to do, or if you stop doing the thing that's is bad for you. It's like, yeah, we get it. These are all most. What does any Marvel film have to? What does any Marvel film have to say about anything? A franchise with a budget the size of a small country. By this point, what message is there? Good guys are good, bad guys are bad. Thank you, Marvel. Here's a toy. Go buy our toys.
Oh.
Okay, so like, what's cool about this film, Aaron, was like it was like a '90s period piece, and that's like kind of funny because like we grew up in the '90s, so it's like for that time to already kind of be considered like a period piece is like, doesn't that make you feel a little old, maybe?
Dofsky said that it was integral to like making this, because I guess there was talks when when it was in development. They were like, well, why don't we modernize it? Why don't we make this a modern day flick? And he was like, no. He's like, this needs to be a 90s film. He said people are going to get FOMO when they're watching it for like not having, lived in this time, because the 90s were such a, I mean, and he's right. There's something to be said about like pre-internet, pre-social media, pre-9/11, like it was just a different time. And there's probably a lot of people watching this. We could have 20, I'm gonna do my math right, 24-year-olds listening to this that were never alive before 9/11, never alive when there wasn't internet.
Yeah.
It was a different time.
We could go back.
And I mean, like, you and I weren't even alive that long before some of that stuff came around. I think I can remember when the AOL was like firing up on my brother's computer in like 96 or 7 or something.
Yeah, you were born 89, I was 88.
Yeah. So I mean,
so we were like 11, 12 at the turn of the millennium.
Yeah. So
yeah, we were children.
But I mean, you could still say that there were a lot of experiences we had that kids will never have. We didn't run outside with a phone in our pocket.
You're never gonna get them.
You're never gonna get it. You're never gonna get it. But yeah, that's when I watched it. The '90s was like a big part of an enjoyment for me. All the grunge, like the payphone with graffiti all over it, like the gritty New York vibes. I was like, yeah, this is awesome.
This is cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, their production designer Mark Friedberg, he lived in New York in the '90s, so that he was a big valuable.
So he gets it.
Valuable resource. The reference footage for Coney Island, you know where they got that from?
Requiem?
Yeah, they got it from Requiem for a Dream, one of Dofsky's first movies, because it was shot so long ago. They could use it. Austin Butler, he's a younger guy, so he said he watched episodes of Seinfeld to just study such banal activities as how you engage with an answering machine.
How old do you think Austin Butler is?
He's got to be like 25. No, he's 33.
My thing says 34.
Really?
Yeah.
And he never used an answering machine? I mean, hell, I remember engaging with an answering machine.
Yeah, me too.
I mean, I'm 36. So I'm not that much older than him. Anyway,
I love this. I love that he watched Seinfeld.
you had to like study the 90s. Other interesting things I didn't realize, like when they're in the bar and he mentions the Rudy Giuliani's no dancing law. Did you know about that? The cabaret law?
Not much. I assumed it was based on something that really happened, but I didn't know anything about it.
Yeah, so apparently in the 1926, it was a law to criminalize, according to the one thing I watched, activities in jazz clubs where blacks and whites mixed, and we didn't want that back then.
Can't have that.
So it was it was the degenerate behavior amongst a crowd of reefer heads, and so they criminalized dancing in these establishments, and then the law faded into obscurity because eventually no one cared anymore. But then in the 90s, when the club scene was kicking up, it really ruffled Giuliani's feathers, and so they actually began to enforce the law again. And a lot of bars, they were really cracking down on it too. Like it was actually, they were cracking down on it.
That's such a lame move to be like, nah. You know what law you're breaking? This one that you forgot about because it's still there.
Yeah, the cabaret law, no dancing. That's insane. And then it eventually was repealed in 2017 by de Blasio.
We also have here the Hasidic drug dealers are most likely inspired by what we now know as the Holy Roller story, which was cinemized in the 2010 film starring Jesse Eisenberg. Yeah, a guy named Sean Erez was using young Hasidic Jews to smuggle pills from Holland to New York. Did you make that connection?
Because when I was watching the film, I'm thinking, okay, it's like quirky to have these Hasidic guys being like these monsters, like, oh, that's like this one thing's not like the other. But I'm thinking, no, there's the precedent for this. Like, there's Jewish gangsters as old as like Arnold Rothstein, but like, but also in this like Orthodox sect of Judaism, like, are these guys like doing shit like this? And then yes, they are.
Yes, they are.
Yes, they do this. Human, Yep. So, they were doing that.
All right. Well, I want to get into your thoughts.
My thoughts on the movie.
I want to paint the picture for me. What was your theater going experience like?
Well, I got my pants around my ankles, and the movie theater attendant shining his flashlight in my face, and he's like, "Sir, put it away." He's like, "I get it. I understand. It's a hot scene. They're both really good-looking people. You're wishing you were in that room there with them just so you can even just watch in real time. But you got to put it away. Other people around you don't want to hear or see everything that's going on." So I had fun. I liked it. I like the movie. It's a good movie. Shit. Yeah. That's my headline. I liked it.
It's like the newspaper, the big text at the top.
So why don't you give me your headline, and then we
liked it.
And then we can go on that thing where we like start to talk, and then we kind of veer this way and that.
I liked it. I kind of just had to turn my brain off, because certain things, I caught myself doing that thing where I think I was holding it to too high of a not high of a standard like quality wise, but I wasn't like loosening the grip on like could this really happen? But wait, what about like he needs this and and I just eventually was just like, dude, who cares? It's a movie, and but that's what I think it is at its core. It's like you're not supposed to be really trying to rip it apart.
No. I mean, this is this guy finds himself in a very unlikely situation. I mean, because he can't go to the cops, Aaron, because the cops are in on it. So
but like you could.
He's forced to. What is he going to go to the FBI next? He's forced to, and by this point, his love everything's been taken from him.
So let's step back, because that's what I want. That's what I really want to hit on.
Okay, so
I had a totally different. Okay, go ahead.
A lot of reviews are saying that the trailer didn't match the film, and I'm seeing the words tonal whiplash come up.
I wouldn't say whiplash, but for me, definitely when they got to spoilers, when they got to
Zoe.
Hank's character discovering his girlfriend dead.
Yeah.
I was like, like immediately. I remember thinking this is either a bad dream sequence or this is like some kind of weird like delusion and he's gonna snap out of it. But then when she was really dead, I was like, okay, well this changes the whole everything about like how I thought the movie was gonna go.
Mm-hmm.
Not bad, but you know when films just they kind of take violence to like 11 like immediately, then I would say because seeing her dead, then I was like, oh well, it's gloves off for all these characters,
Which I think is what they had to do.
they probably wanted
Because
to.
he was
like in the bar later, you know, when Bad Bunny is killed, and then it was like the whole shootout. I was like, okay, I get it. You know, nobody's safe.
Right, yeah.
But in the beginning, I would argue that like the first 20 minutes, the way they're setting it up is that it's gonna be just more comedic and kind of more fun and like, oh man, we're in some trouble, but like just did not expect somebody to get executed that quickly, let alone it be his girlfriend.
Right. Yeah, I was shocked and horrified because I wanted at least one more of those scenes, and I knew I was not.
Yeah,
gonna
you
get
were
it,
looking for the other sex scene,
and I was not going to get it. And I thought,
yeah, because you didn't finish the first.
no, I didn't finish. And so now, I'm riled up. I'm like, you got to go get these guys. Get the bald-headed one with the birthmark on his head because he's hurting everybody.
Did you fall for the twist that you thought that it was the Russians and or the detective until the very end? That was the thing about this movie was like is one of those movies where there's a lot of intricacies to the dynamic between the criminal gangs that are like unfolding, so you don't have a whole picture. And as they're explaining things, like I remember there's a part where when they're driving, when Hank is in the car with the British guy and he's explaining the whole
his
backstory.
They're trying to get exposition in there, like while they're driving the car up the stairs, and I'm like, wait, but that was an important thing. And
dude, I was lost. That whole it's like, oh, we're gonna cross the bridge and we're going to the storage, and then like I'm thinking I need to focus on what this, and then it was just gone.
That was the one thing where I guess if I can have a criticism, it was that the story was very convoluted, but also with a film like this, it's sort of like who cares? I don't know.
Yeah,
it kind of like doesn't matter. But where did we even start with this? The twist that it was the Hasidic brothers that actually killed her.
Yeah.
I wanted them to die.
You're like, you took what you took from me.
You took away.
You were basically Hank in that situation.
I was Hank in the theater. I was in my seat in the theater, and I started pretending like I was driving the van, and I was like,
I'm gonna drive here.
Crash the fucking car. I did love that though. I'm like, oh, he's gonna crash it. Did you see that coming? When he crashes the van?
Kind of, but also not really, because it was again one of those things where I was like, man, yeah, this would make for a cool, entertaining scene, even though it's far-fetched.
Yeah. Okay, something I want to talk about. This is my hot take that the real villain of the film is his mother.
Yes.
Because the key scene that drove this home for me is when he calls his mom to say, like, you need to leave the house. Like, I'm a fuck up. I killed my friend. I never owned it. I was more concerned about not playing baseball anymore. I never admitted that I killed my friend. And then he goes, yeah, I know, Mom, the Giants. Go Giants. I'm like, this woman has mental problems. Your son, that's almost just like, that's either shitty writing or that's like, the mom is actually, that's a problem. Like, she's a fucking problem.
Do you think they meant it as a comedic beat?
If they did, it didn't work.
Yeah, it didn't.
Because it was such a heavy moment, and then he's like, "Go so Giants!" Heavy.
Yeah.
So that's where like I can agree with the tonal whiplash thing, or like he didn't really know what he was doing with that moment because, I'm like, what is this woman's problem? Like it got annoying. But frankly, his relationship with his mother got a little grating. He's like, I gotta call mom. I gotta call my mom.
Yeah.
I'm like, shut up, shut up, dude.
She doesn't. I gotta call her every day.
Yeah.
So we can talk about the Giants.
So we can talk about baseball. Yeah, she's obviously like she probably, There's probably
Well, didn't he say she was my
sexual
coach?
molestation.
Oh, you think so?
I don't know. There's clearly an unhealthy bond between those two.
Baseball bond.
It's unhealthy. Whatever's going on
Play
there.
a little slap ass.
Whatever's going on between
slap ass.
him and his mom, it's not a healthy relationship. She's a narcissist.
Look, I'll take the. I like Laura Dern, but yeah.
Well,
her
it
cameo
doesn't
at the
have
very
nothing to
end
do
was-
with Laura Dern.
I was just saying I like her as an actress, and I just didn't. I didn't see it coming when
right.
she had a cameo at the end there.
Yeah, no, this is zero reflection on Laura Dern as a human being or as an actor. This is clearly this
has everything to do with you.
This is bad writing and handling the emotions of the moment poorly. That's like my main criticism for this film.
Okay, but how about at the end when Austin Butler, by the way, delivers an awesome Brit impersonation
that was great,
of Matt Smith, but like, was I the only one thinking like this isn't gonna work? He's using a dead guy's passport.
Bro, it's 97. You can get away with stuff like that back then.
Is that really the case?
I mean, you could smoke on the plane. You could use a dead guy's
I don't
passport.
think you could smoke on the plane in 97.
Okay, well, you could crash two of them in a World Trade Center. Okay, so you can. I'm just saying, like, it was much more. I'm just saying, security was much more lax back then.
Yeah, well, somebody made the point because I looked it up, and somebody was like, "Oh, well, the records wouldn't be updated that quickly," or I guess. But that bothered me. I was like,
"Yeah, I took that as like, oh, that's a quirk of this time that you actually could possibly do that."
Yeah. Well, I thought he nailed it. I thought the costume, everything worked, but the actual moment, I guess she does kind of like, but it's more about the picture matching. She kind of like looks at him and like,
right. And I really just in going to the ending, I really liked the ending. I think it was a great tie-up when he's sitting there at the bar, and right before this crucial moment, turns the TV off, and there he is in the reflection of the television.
And you know what? That was a real game, and
the Giants lost. Yeah.
And he turns the TV off, and he sees himself. That was probably one of the better shots of the film, I thought.
Yeah.
Because it just kind of like thematically, it all just works. We didn't really hit on the themes, but a lot of addiction, a lot of.
Oh, actually, hey, I have a great little note for this.
Please.
I was doing some research. There's a book out there called Darren Aronofsky Films and the Fragility of Hope by Jadranka Skorin-Kapov. And this
Somebody wrote a whole book on
about just
Dofsky's movies,
Dofsky's
his
movies,
filmography. Okay.
And so what I'm going to read is an article that's talking about the book. So this article cites a passage from the book.
Okay.
Caught stealing revels in the fragility of hope that infects so many of Dofsky's characters and is the title of Jadranka Skorin-Kapov's excellent analysis of the director's oeuvre. The author explains both obsession and addiction, extreme mental states characterizing distorted interiority that can lead to external bodily distortions, are rampant throughout his films.
What would you consider that in Caught Stealing, where he says distorted interiority that lead to external bodily distortions?
Well, okay. I mean, maybe that's like that is like more clearly evident in like Requiem for a Dream.
I was gonna say Requiem,
like the woman
seemed
with the
obvious
diet
to me.
pills.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I guess like shit. I mean, okay, obsession and addiction. Obviously, he's obsessed with his past. He's obsessed with with being a failure. He's addicted to alcohol, probably. Distorted interiority.
Would you call his obsession with the Giants that as well?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, or like borderline like delusion or something. I don't know.
He's
like
just,
this I've still got it mentality.
Yeah, he's obsessed. Yeah, his failure, his huge failure in life is still like defining him. Like he's not let it go. And his distorted interiority, he's depressed. He's all caught up and he's got his big hang up going on.
Yeah.
That leads to external bodily distortions. I mean, it's. I don't think that's a one size fits all for all of his films, but I mean, you know,
That's interesting. Yeah, we'll have to.
and I don't. And this, I think this book was written way before this movie came out. This movie is not like is his others. This is a departure, I think, from your typical Dofsky.
Very much a departure.
So
Yeah.
yeah. So yeah, the themes. Yeah, we got your classic obsession and addiction. You got your mother, Freud. You got Freudian stuff going
Freudian
on.
stuff going on.
Freud's going strong in this one. You got.
I think that overcoming past self, past trauma, forgiving yourself. Yeah.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I woke up late this morning and we had to push back the recording time. I never owned that, dude. I never owned that, and so I'm here to say that I'm sorry that I disrespected your time, and I will never. I'm not gonna say I'll never do it again, but I'm really, really, really gonna try not to.
I'm sorry for when we grew up in high school and one night I saran wrapped your car, but first we sprayed mustard and ketchup all over it and saran wrapped your car doors shut.
I remember that. I know.
Yeah, but I don't think I ever came out and like told you I'm sorry about that.
No, I know you were there. It was you and like Viral Patel
No,
and Jesse and John.
look, I can't.
I know.
I'm not gonna narc on anybody, but I'm just saying.
I know,
me
dude, I've
personally,
known-
I was there, and
I'm
sorry.
I appreciate you saying this, but I know
I'm sorry, dude.
I did. Apology accepted, dude. But I know you did that.
I'm sorry.
Okay, let's move on.
Jeez.
You got anything else? We have nothing in the. This film is too new for production notes. I don't know.
Yeah.
I saw.
I didn't do a big enough deep dive.
I saw some behind the scenes footage of Austin Butler like dancing on the bar, and he's just. I don't know. I just really like him. There were some moments in the film where he seemed a little dull to me, but overall,
I was nothing with his character's performance, but more so just the choices that his character made that I was kind of like, really? You know, like after he gets the crap kicked out of him and he's like, I got to go back to my apartment. You know, it's just like...
well, where else is he going to go?
He's going to go to his girls, man.
Yeah.
He's going to go to his girls.
But the cat, he's got to look after Bud. He's got to go get Bud.
Who cares?
Well, he does.
All right, what are some reviews?
Yeah, we're doing good. We're approaching an hour. We're doing good with this format. All right, here's some 5-star reviews.
This is Letterboxd?
This is Letterboxd. And I feel like I should be like copy and pasting the names of these people also. But I'll do that when this podcast gets more than 1,000 views per episode. All right, Darren Aronofsky, take a bow for channeling your inner Guy Ritchie and killing it with flying colors. Quite easily the most fun I've had at the movies this year. I don't have enough good things to say. As close to modern day Snatch as I could have ever hoped for. I would be very surprised to hear if that wasn't the number one inspiration here. I've never enjoyed an Austin Butler role more.
You gotta say this, and then you gotta say it's a separate.
No, this is still the same one.
Oh, this is the same one.
Same one.
Okay.
And this isn't all of it. A lot of the reviews are.
Oh yeah, I'm sure it's
glowing.
More.
I've never enjoyed an Austin Butler role more. Pairing him with the likes of Vincent DiGiorno and Liev Schreiber was a stroke of genius. Every actor here had such powerful chemistry, but the scenes with those three at the forefront were really special. Aaron, why don't you read the next one there?
Things you've seen, things you've done. It may be that home has no room for you now.
I did like that line.
There's a pantheon of crime thrillers infused with wiggly, dark humor that has stood high and mighty above the rest. Pulp Fiction, Fargo, Snatch, and now you, Caught Stealing. Welcome to the Mount Rushmore of black comedy crime thrillers.
That's a little bit much.
Wow.
That's a little too much. You got anything to say about that review?
I just kind of giggling at like how Letterboxd has become, it's even more for the social side of things, you know. It's like people writing reviews to try and get upvoted so that, you know, that it's either snarky or like comedic, or, you know, like every once in a while in there'll be buried like a really authentic, heartfelt review, but mostly it's just like one-liners.
Yeah. I
like
was actually
a one-sentence joke.
I was hanging out with some guy recently, and then somebody else on his behalf was like, you know, he's like Letterboxd famous. A lot of his reviews get like get rated pretty high.
Oh, come on.
Okay, so here's some 3-star reviews. It's nice to see Austin Butler play a
He's letterbox famous.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry, go ahead.
It's nice to see an Austin Butler play non-Elvis, non-space alien role. He's mostly just a shaggy and decent guy in this shaggy, decent film. Darker than expected in parts, a bit strained in its antic comedy and others. I'm a sucker for New Yorkiness and for Butler in a backwards baseball cap. Still not sure why Aronofsky made this movie and why it was released in late August. Okay, but it's nonetheless a pleasant throwback to an era when scrappy, character-driven movies like this were far more common. Sigh. Anyway, I think Austin Butler may be a movie star?
Maybe a movie star? Can I, really quick, that made me think of something. When I did watch this, the one thing that the movie really worked for me was it felt like a film out of the 90s. Like similar films that we grew up seeing. Yeah. Like it just felt like that, you know? Like it wasn't trying to be anything more than it was. It was just an entertaining theater flick.
Yes.
And that I think it worked really well. All right, here's another 3-star. The haters said Aronofsky couldn't make his own version of After Hours, and the haters were mostly right. But I actually had way more fun with this than I was expecting. It's very obvious this film was at least somewhat inspired by Scorsese's After Hours, and you will continue to see that comparison made as more watch it. It's nowhere near close to that level of craftsmanship, but hey, at least Aronofsky is aiming for those heights. This is unlike anything he's ever made before, with certain sequences that make you say, there's that depressing ass filmmaking I'm used to, but this is just so prime Shane Black coded in its vibrance.
I didn't even think about Shane Black when
Shane Black, like Nice Guys. I mean, what, Kiss Kiss Bang Bang, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I could see it for sure.
Hey, why don't you take... there's a lot of fun 1-star reviews for this. And because normally we would just do 1 and a 1 because we don't want to be mean. But there's some funny ones. So why don't you read that one and I'll read one other one.
This whole block is 1?
That whole block is 1.
Okay. 1 star. F the cat, F baseball, F Austin Butler, F the key, F Aronofsky, and most importantly, F me for thinking this was going to be good. There is a reason this ilk of movies has died off. They don't contribute to culture. They're just here to sell shit. I walked out when Regina King left the story, and frankly, I should have done so way earlier. Racist protests are going on in my town. Lords, moguls, oligarchs, and barons manipulating the poor and dividing the people even further. Yet here is my stupid ass sitting in the cinema watching rich, beautiful people playing dress-up, masquerading as the poor. This is not a movie. It's a collection of blatant contractual obligations between production companies and talent agents to sell the image of certain celebrities and shove them down our throats. I initially rated this movie 2, but the more I think about it, the more irritated I become, mostly at myself and how I waste my time. F this movie to hell.
Sure. I mean, that's
a silly review.
That's certainly a perspective one can have. You know, I'm not going to say I don't get it, but also it's like, don't go see any movie ever.
This is what I was just gonna say. What are you talking about? You just described anything that you're gonna go and see.
No, dude, not a Sean Baker movie.
I mean, maybe to an extent. He's still got popular actors in those. But...
not his early ones. All right, I'm gonna read one other one. Dude, there's so many.
Hit me.
And they're all so long.
Just give me your best. Your most favorite.
Wait, hold on. Okay, what we have here is basically a mess of intentions. It's really weird to see someone like Aronofsky, usually a director of intensity and conviction, delivering something that feels strangely half-formed, as if every choice were the wrong one. The film jumps between tones without anchoring itself. Some scenes are heavy with self-importance. Others are so careless they border on stupidity, yet none of it coheres into anything alive. Instead of energy, we get exhaustion. Instead of humor, we get blunt signaling. This could have been a sly urban farce. Instead, it staggers forward under a kind of moral weight Aronofsky seems desperate to impose, choking any impossibility spontaneity. Okay, enough. I caught this is from a separate review, but I caught Joss Whedon's name, and this is the second time Joss Whedon's name has come up in a review. So As I implied at the start, I just stopped caring about anything going on. I hate to quote a scumbag like Joss Whedon, which I don't know apparently enough about this guy. But he's right with the quote, make it dark, make it grim, make it tough, but then for the love of God, tell a joke. Okay, anyway.
Interesting.
Yeah, so a lot of people didn't like it.
As with anything, you're not going to please them all. The real question is, what do you rate this puppy?
I'll give it a 3.5. I'll give it a 3.5. I'll give it a 3.25.
I gave it 3.5.
Yeah, I'll give it a 3.5.
3.5 stars and a 3.25.
Yeah.
You want to go up to 3.5?
No, I'll keep it. No, because mom bothered me.
Sorry, Laura Dern.
No, it's nothing against Laura Dern. It is against.
Man, you're calling her out.
No, I'm not.
We might as well just tweet this episode right at her.
Laura Dern ruined this film.
Laura Dern, you killed it. Not in a good way.
Yeah. So, all right, that was Caught Stealing.
Caught Stealing, everybody. We don't have an episode planned for next week, or a movie, I should say.
But we will figure it out, and we'll post about it in our Discord, which you can join. And you can also subscribe to our Patreon, and you can watch movies with us. And so that's only $5. I understand the economy is tough right now, but but it's good. It's good. It's good for you to sign up for it and to support us because we would love that. So that's why it's good.
We're gonna watch some flicks that we don't do episodes about. It's just gonna be just for the watch-alongs, for the Patreon. And like Vince said, join our Discord because there's a lot of fun convos being had there. And also, I would like to, if we can schedule it out correctly, pull in comments or reviews from our Discord when we say what movie we're seeing, so we can incorporate those. We should do an older film, something already out for next week. Yeah,
that'd be great. I would love that.
All right, we'll talk about it.
Let's do, we'll talk about it. Okay, hey, thanks for joining, everyone.
Thanks, guys.
We'll see you next time on FND Pod.
Bye.
Bye.